Hello veterans and welcome back. I'm Rachel Hernandez, Communications Manager here at VETCOMM, and thanks to our partnership with Veterans InfoTap, we're here to connect you with his latest videos and bring you even more great content. New legislation aimed at making the process for veterans to apply for benefits simpler and more efficient. This is the basis of the recently passed House bill, the Simplifying Forms and Veterans Claims Act, introduced by U.S. Rep. Bob Bresnahan. Here's Jason with more.
Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans InfoTap. I'm glad you made it. There is new legislation that could simplify the VA benefits process, changing it for the better. Now, we're going to take a look at that. I want to share this information with you because, one, it's good to know, and two, it's good to let others know that we're paying attention. And like any good piece of legislation, if you support it, you should reach out to your congressional members and let them know that you do support it. The more of us that do that, the more traction it could gain and thus get kicked across the finish line. So here we go. I want to throw on a special thank you to T. Sterling 009. T. Sterling, thank you so much for that super comment, super chat. I really do appreciate your support very much. T. Sterling 009. I like to say it that way because it makes me think of 007. I don't know. Anyway, so thank you again, 009. All right. So jumping into this, the headline here came out on, I'm not sure, WVIA radio via PBS. I don't know. Whatever. That's where I found it. It came out June 3rd, 2025, and I'm sharing it with you here today. And it says, Congressional bill could simplify benefits application process for veterans. Awesome. Let's see what sort of changes they're talking about, what could unfold, what kind of timelines, what the bouncing ball will tell us here, and see if we can uncover any nuggets here. Hit the thumbs up for me, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I truly appreciate your support. All right, here we go. U.S. Senate Committee will review a bill that a local congressman hopes will eventually make it easier for veterans to apply for benefits. U.S. Representative Rob Bresnahan? Yeah. Introduced the Simplifying Forms for Veterans Claims Act in February. So the name of the bill that you would need to relay to your congressional members, both on the House and the Senate side, I guess, and let them know that you support it for two reasons. One, so they'll support it, and two, so they're aware that you're paying attention to things that impact veterans. All right, so it is called Simplifying Forms for Veterans Claims Act. So they did this in February after, and he did this after beginning his first term in Congress. So good. Nice that he jumped on board to help veterans right away. Thank you so much. Sorry I'm butchering your name. Representative Rob Bresnahan, I think. All right. So if the Senate passes the bill and President Donald Trump signs it, the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs would have to contract with a federally funded research and development center to assess the forms the department sends veterans applying for benefits. The center would have to come up with a report on how to make, and in quotations here, make the forms clearer and more organized. Bresnahan highlighted the bill Monday at a news conference at the Army Depot in Coolbaugh, TWP. I'm not sure what TWP is. In an interview Friday, Bresnahan said he decided to serve as a lead sponsor of the bill based on his personal experience. His grandmother had to fill out forms for benefits when his grandfather died. I remember, there's a quotation here, I remember her sitting at the kitchen table, going through like almost 40 different pages, he said. And I had met with the VA early on, within my first 2 weeks of being in office. And you know, the bureaucratic process sometimes is frustrating. So I was honored that the first piece of legislation that I introduced is aimed at improving the claims process for veterans. And I will say, and hopefully by default, dependents, spouses, dependents, survivors, all of that. More than 40,000 veterans live in the 8th Congressional District, which Bresnahan represents. The House has already voted 386 to 1 to approve the bill on May 19th. The Senate assigned to its Veterans Affairs Committee the next day. Representative John Durant, a California Republican congressman, introduced the same bill last June during the previous Congress. That bill never made it out of the House Veterans Affairs Committee, though a subcommittee approved it. Durant lost his bid for re-election in November when Bresnahan was elected. So, moving on here, this is good news. And look, I get it. It's not something super big and shiny, right? But it's these small wins that actually continue the momentum of doing good things for veterans, doing good things for the VA, keeping that ball moving. If for some reason you are watching this and you never filed a claim with the VA, or you did file one and it was cumbersome, or you know a veteran who should be filing a claim for compensation, disability compensation, or a spouse that could be receiving receiving dependency indemnity compensation. There's also non-service connected pensions through the VA for surviving spouses and veterans that served at least one day during a war period. There's other qualifications, but these pensions are essentially a safety net program out there for veterans and surviving spouses. They're not huge dollars, but they do help bridge the gap for a lot of folks. So keep that in mind as well. You can absolutely file what is called an intent to file, an ITF, an intent to file. The easiest way to do that is just call the VA directly. And in fact, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to pull up the VA's number. It's the 1000 number. It's the 800-1000 number, whatever. I'll grab it for you and I'll give that to you. All right, pulled it up. It's 800-827-1000, 827-1000. You can contact the VA directly and let them know I'm veteran so-and-so, or I'm a surviving spouse so-and-so, and I would like to put in an intent to file. They should be able to do that for you over the phone, and basically you will need to let them know really your information and what type of claim you're planning to file within the next 12 months. It's a simple question. Are you filing for a pension claim or a disability compensation claim or a dependency indemnity compensation claim? So compensation or pension. And that's really the only question that's really kind of the one you need to make sure you know that might throw you off. You know, are you doing a pension claim or a compensation? You now know dependency indemnity compensation, disability compensation, or the pensions. So then what I suggest is, look, after you get that intent to file in place, that gives you the opportunity to start getting and developing your claim, all that good stuff, so you can get it filed within 1 year. Ideally, that is preserving your effective date and your date for pay, so you'll get back pay back to that date in most cases. The one thing I will suggest is, if you put in an intent to file, do your due diligence, inspect what you expect, and call the VA a few days later or a week later and say, hey, I'm veteran or spouse so-and-so. I just want to make sure that I have an intent to file in place. And let them tell you, yes, we have it in place and it's good till whenever. And then you're good to go and you know that that's in place. So with that, thanks for watching. I appreciate you very much. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.
Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like and share this video with a fellow veteran. We'll see you next time.